Hello and welcome back to another speed build. This one is small, modern, contemporary home. Big open spaces and a lot of lighting, windows and actual lighting, especially in the kitchen area. That thing is bright. So starting it off with a simple layout, which I do change slightly. This doesn't end up looking completely the same, but mostly stays the same. I wanted it to be I wanted to have a big living area that obviously has as little walls as possible, and obviously achieved that. It's got two large-ish double bedrooms and an ensuite bathroom on the smaller bedroom, which is kind of weird, but that's how it turned out, and a larger family bathroom. But I imagine that sort of the bigger bedroom would claim that bathroom as their own, because the door for it is literally next to it. So yeah, so very simple. I mean, I changed the style of it. Because I was using a reference picture that I found on Pinterest. I will insert the image here, and I only had it from the back, but I had the layout, so I sort of used the layout and designed the front how I wanted it to look. And I was going to like literally copy the colour scheme and all that sort of thing, but I thought no, instead just go with what you want. So it obviously did have this siding, but I decided not to use it. I used like the darkish brown one. I can't remember which pack it came with. It could have been... It's not Spada, is it? I can't remember. I can't remember which pack it is. But yeah, I mean, it's my go-to. It's a great sort of outdoor... What do you call it? Wall texture. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Like finishing render, whatever. So yeah, so it doesn't stay like this. I leave the doors and windows like what they are now. They stay the same colour and stuff, because I gave it, because it was obviously, I've made the walls like a darkish brown on the outside, so I wanted to keep the windows light, but I didn't want to go with boring white, which I always do. This is the stuff. Is that? I can't really see. It's quite small, the preview. Was it get together? It could have been. I'm not sure, but yeah. So this is what I mean about adding sort of the lightish brown accents. I put the trim that's above the sort of the patio all the way around the house at the end. All the interior, like the decorating that I'm doing right now, I completely change. Pretty much all of it changes, I think, except for the toilet, the bathrooms. This bedroom was a task. With this build, I've tried to go beyond what I normally do, because I tend to be, with my own personal builds, they all end up sort of looking the same, like interior wise. So this one I decided, I'll try something different. So like I said in I think it was the first build I did, I don't 100% love to match furniture up. Although I have made them white, I don't think the bedside table, the bed and that chest of drawers all go together. If they do, then that's amazing, because I didn't look. I just picked something that looked like it would go okay. But yeah, like at first I was going to go for this blue and grey theme, but then I was like, no, it's too boring. So I injected some red into there, and I thought it went well with the blue. And I changed the walls, and I had some more accents and things. I moved the wall things, the paintings around so much, because I just didn't know where to put them. But how it turns out, I do like. I think it looks okay. Okay. I probably could have spent more time on it, but I think this room was the one that I spent the most time on. I just couldn't, it wasn't perfect, but then again, why should it be perfect? So yeah, I decided to take off I think it's called alcoves, and the wood at the bottom of the wall. I can't think today. Yeah, I took that off, and I just had that one. Because it was... I'm not sure, I wasn't feeling it. It took up too much room at the top of the wall, and it felt odd. Like the paintings didn't look right, because they looked like they was too high up. But like if you take that off, the alcoves, it doesn't feel like that. But yeah, so that's how that room turned out. It's okay. I don't mind it. The kitchen, going for these, which I don't know if I've ever used really, not properly. I used all three of the colours because I couldn't find one that I really liked. But yeah, I think how it turns out is pretty good. That darker colour is definitely nice. I do like that. I change it around a bit as well, it doesn't stay like this. I had a task with the table and chairs that I will say that, because I wanted to match, I wanted to have the dark wood table, and then whatever colour that countertop is, I wanted that to be the chairs. And I went through like a lot of them and I couldn't find one that was perfect, so I went for one that sort of matches it a little bit, but I don't know, I feel like it looks okay. Again, I could have spent more time on it and found something that was perfect, but I feel like I wanted this build to be a lot quicker than the other two, because they were quite long. This one's a lot shorter. I also got this slower as well, so they're the chairs that I end up going with. They look alright. This build is, the speed build is a bit slower, because I felt like I had to, with the other two builds, I had to condense them down more because they were so long, whereas this one, it barely took me an hour, I don't think, not even that. Wanted to add some little things around the kitchen, but like I said, I didn't want it to make it too cluttered, and obviously I had to do the mirror splashback because it's quite a modern, contemporary type build, so I felt like it would have that. Living room, really didn't know where to go with this. At first I didn't want a TV, I thought, because I don't know, I had it in my head like the people that live here wouldn't have a TV, but then I was like, the bedrooms look like they would have a TV, so I kind of was like, nah, they will have one. So I put this giant one on the wall, but then I ended up shrinking it down right at the end. I think it's in the screenshots, I don't, because I had to move the loft to a different world because it wasn't sunny and it was in winter, so the plants are all dead. So I was like, right, okay, new game. So, and when I did that, I had to fix a few things, but when I upload it, which I haven't yet, but when I do upload the build, all the fixes will be obviously fixed. So yeah, and that's what I mean about changing the layout a little bit. I changed those. I don't know what they were going to be, like a cupboard or wardrobe or something. I don't know what they was going to be, but I took them out completely, and yeah. Oh, I got this light behind the TV thing from James Turner. I was watching this video yesterday, making a modern mansion, or whatever it was called, and he did that, and it looked really good. So I decided to take that. I've used a bit dimmer lighting, so it's not as like intense as the one he has, but it ends up looking okay. At night it looks good. Yeah, so that living room area is pretty much done. Don't really add anything else to it, I don't think. I try adding a lamp, but I don't like the lamp, so I take it off. This bedroom, I have to say that it was definitely nothing I've ever done before. I've never done this colour palette, like black and this crazy neon purple. I like how it turns out in a way. I feel like, obviously it's not my style, but I wanted to make it, I wanted the bedrooms to have a personality, and obviously I said that on the last build, and this one's the same. I want the bedrooms to have personality, because that's where you put your personality. Like shared living areas and bathrooms, they're not something you can't put as much personality into it because more than one person's going to be using it, but your bedroom is yours. So that first bedroom, obviously that matches their personality. They're a bit, you know, I would say probably quite creative, and they're like plants and stuff like that. They're all about the earth. And this one, they're a bit more punk, and yeah, they're into the neon colours and stuff like that. And with the bathroom there, I was gonna give like a pop of red, but I thought no, don't do that. You've got enough crazy colours in the bedroom, so just add like a grey-blue theme to it. And it turns out okay, it's just a bathroom standard really. This one's the same. I just make it black and white because it's easy, and like I said, this one is a shared bathroom. Like other people will be using it, so you wouldn't really put your own personality into it, I don't think. But I like how it turns out. It looks okay. Nothing, you know, next level crazy, but it's there and it's doing things. I just realised I wanted to put something on the wall, like a painting, and I forgot. But with them tiles on the wall, they're quite, because it changes like from white to black to white. It kind of like it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's harsh, so it looks fine. Doesn't look too bad about anything there. I mean, we're coming up to the end really now. I was just experimenting with doing a patio out the back. I did want to do like a really long one like this, but it looked weird with the roof and stuff, so I just ended up making a smaller one that's just on that bit that comes out. And the garden is nothing insane as well. It's just a really, really basic garden. I did some bushes, a couple of trees and plants, and I did some potters as well. Some potters. So yeah, I mean, this is where I'm adding the trimmer on the outside of the house. This that sort of like light brown trim it just added something. I don't know what. Like it for me, it makes it look a lot better. Like there's a bit more going on, because I mean it was very simple. It is very simple still now. I changed the foundation as well just because I wanted it to match the trim, and it kind of does. It's a bit darker, but it was the best one. And I know you don't really need stairs there, but I like to add them anyway. I don't know why, I just do. I feel like toddlers probably won't be able to get up a foundation, so that would probably help. So yeah, just doing some landscaping now, and again, as I said, it's nothing insane. It's just a few little bits and pieces here and there just to add a bit of... I did want to try and keep it a little bit cheaper. I'm not 100% sure what the cost is for it. I mean, it will be a bit up there because like the TV, and they've got really nice beds and stuff like that. So, but obviously it's a lot cheaper than other builds I've done. So I didn't want to add a fence as well, so I did bushes instead, because I feel like they're a little bit less like harsh. You're not trying to keep people out. You're just kind of like giving a little accent to your garden. So yeah, just gonna add these potters and then do a couple things inside, and then I'm pretty much done. Need to add, I do like the little hallway thing there, add a bookcase and like a side table, just to give it something when you walk in, otherwise it's just a bit boring really. And I tried to add this lamp here and it's just not working for me at all, so take that out and it's gone. So yeah, there's a bookcase. I changed that one. I'm very indecisive, clearly, so yeah. And this painting, I just can't stop using it. I use it in like every single build. It's just really nice. I love it. It's got so many different paintings. Like it's like 20 different paintings in one painting. It's great. But yeah, this is pretty much it now. So just coming up to the screenshots here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.